So I decided to do a second get ready with me, and today I'm doing a natural androgynous look. I'm gonna just add to what I've got because let's start that again. Okay, why we didn't do an intro back in the day, I'm yet to remember. Oh my god, many tequilas since then. But here we go. This video, actually, as I mentioned on my Instagram story, which you can follow at Joseph Harwood, and I hope you all do that today. This was actually one of the first times I was asked by my management to look like a boy. And it was a really difficult thing for me to do, but I kind of gave up a little bit of my sense of self and what I naturally wanted to do, because I thought at the time I would have to kind of be a bit of a breadwinner. And I was told that I probably wouldn't get the same sponsorships unless I presented as a boy, which was part of the first kind of like signs of what was to come, because just after this, I entered U Generation competition, the Britain's Got Talent of YouTube, and won. And it was so it's kind of like, I think, a karmic thing, because this is when I started to, I guess this is kind of when I started to be forced into a box where I wasn't really allowed to be myself so much anymore. So I think this is kind of like a symbolic thing, because you can kind of see how hard I was trying to turn my hair into a chignon instead of actually cut my hair off, and how I still had long nails and I still was being really colourful, but at the same time I really was focused on making sure I could help out my family in ways that I could. So here we go. I've got a little bit on, I don't want to add too much, I'm just going to touch up before I go back out. So the first thing I want to do is get my mirror. I want to say that I've just done a second eyelid tutorial, and my eyelids are flawless and symmetrical and open wide. So today I'm not a hooded mess, they're actually even, which I love. So check out my how to glue eyelid tutorial, how I did that. Second pause, so to give some backstory about my eyelids, because you probably are thinking, what the hell are you talking about? I had very uneven eyelids and I had my nose broken at school. So when I started to look at my nose being wonky, the things that were also a little bit asymmetric stood out to me a lot more. So when I was working as a model and I went to Tokyo and I was shooting in Tokyo, one of the tricks a lot of Asian people in Japan use to actually open their eyes up is eyelid glue. Yes, that's right, I did indeed glue my eyelids open so they would be symmetrical. I've had them since fixed, but I wanted to add that because that tutorial has done pretty well on my channel. Taking a concealer in a colour corrective orange. These are Dermacolour camouflage creams. I ask this question at least 5 times a day now. I'm going to go into my under eye circles a little bit. So I've been scratching my torso by accident, so I'm just going to touch up that with some in my body colour. So I use a little bit more of a grey tone, and then I just blend it with my fingers a little bit just to hide the majority of my scratch marks. So I take a little bit just around my nose, just for redness. I just go outside the corners of the lips, and then with my finger blend out. I always run white along this side of my nose. I like to make my nose look more straighter than it is, so this kind of helps thin it without adding a contour. And that's pretty much all I wear. I kind of like having a glow to my skin, so I don't powder it down. I just use my favourite bronzer. This is the Vivo Skin Illuminate. Now I use this kind of as a way of sculpting and bronzing my skin, so I don't use it like a kind of fake tan, and I don't use it like a contour. I use it just in a way that kind of brightens my skin tone up. And then I do the outsides. Third pause of the video is I wanted to quickly go into detail about this. You can pretty much see how patchy my skin is, even though I tried to digitally correct it in the original video. I bleached my skin with a lot of products when I was younger, and I went out in the sun, and all my face now has no pigmentation in, and my neck was covered in pigmentation. So instead of trying to fake a pale skin tone, I decided to make myself a little bit more natural looking and more similar to the rest of my family and not look like an alabaster doll. So that's the story of the skin tone change of my face and just the outsides of my neck. So I kind of use this to frame the areas I want to kind of highlight. So instead of using it kind of on the tops of the cheeks and the tops of the head and the nose, I kind of just use it all over really. So let's talk about my nails. So I have cat claws today. I have blue iridescent glitter claws. I just wanted to give myself a little bit of something because I'm doing a shoot tomorrow, so I wanted to get them done today. So I wouldn't go out on this traditionally with the beard and talons. Well, you never know. But I think they look really effective, especially in combination with my hair and the shoot I've got planned for tomorrow. So I'll show you my outfit. This is one of the outfits that I wear in real life. This is one of my casual, comfy, kind of chic looks. And I wear this around the house or when I'm hungover, or I wear this if I'm going for lunch with my friend or I'm doing something in a rush. And it doesn't look too kind of underdressed, but it still has some kind of style to it. And when I made this, I really wanted to make a kind of jersey feel, easy to wear, kind of huge oversized t-shirt. That was my kind of goal. So when I made it, I kind of made it so that from the front it kind of looks like a cute oversized t-shirt, and it fits me so it hits this point of my neck. Again, like I said in my last video with the dress thing I made, it's really important for me to break up my shoulders. If I wore everything kind of like here, you can probably see that it looks a bit hinged, but if it's kind of like there, it kind of doesn't look like it's got an angle to the shoulders anymore. It kind of creates this rounder shape. Or if I've got half shoulder out. Alright guys, well this is pretty much the favourite kind of part of this video because you can kind of see my style in a lot of areas. I am actually working on a merchandise line to design clothes as I have in these two last videos. So you will see things coming very shortly and there'll be a separate blog coming for that. But I wanted to know just how much creativity I put into all my aesthetic. It wasn't things that I bought, these were things that I designed and made for myself, and that will all be in my range. The proportion changes, so it's really important to understand proportion, and I wanted to have something that kind of moves with me, and I made it so that when you kind of like see it, it's kind of like oversized, but when you move, you kind of get like a peekaboo of the shape, and the back is kind of revealed. So this is one of my favourite things that I wear because it's so easy. I've worn it in a few tutorials just because I'm around the house and I'm just like, well, I'm not going to dress up. So I would definitely wear something like that. So I was given this Westwood bag as a treat by my mum. So I use this one quite a lot. I love it. It's just really easy. I can fit loads in it. I love it. I would generally wear, probably perfume wise, I would wear this. Now this little magic potion is something that I was given by the Outback Goddess. So Bruce is a genius for this. This is Hello Kitty body spray and it smells divine. So I love this. I absolutely adore this spray. I wear this all the time. It kind of smells like flowers and sweets and juicy things. So we can all thank the OPG for this because it's amazing. So let's talk about shoes and then let's talk about shoes. I have got, these are really raggedy, but these are just some boots. I actually got them from Evans, which is a plus size company in the UK. Evans spokesmodel realness. What I actually do is I get shoes that are a little bit too small for my feet because I've got giant feet, and I stretch them out, and then if I want them to be more kind of like different, I will style them or spray paint them. These were originally kind of grey and matte and kind of suede looking, and I didn't like that, and they were also up to my knee. So they look kind of like weird Wellingtons with wedges on. So I really wanted them to look more like kind of like military boots with a wedge, so something really casual but I could just throw and have a little bit of height. And I got these and I spray painted them, cut them off, sewed the hem around them, and then sprayed a lacquer on top, so they're a little bit shiny and they're just casual. So these I wear all the time. They're my easy go-to shoes. They're just easy. So if I was going to wear this, I'd probably have my iPad running around like a crazy person doing my calendar or my emails or whatever. I'll put the links in the description below for this because I love it. It's patent and it matches my hair and it's gorgeous. So with my hair as well, finally, I would just put it in a quiff, and I've got a tutorial about how I do this hair. It's really messy today because I've been running around like a crazy person all morning, and it was perfect, and then it came out, and then I sprayed it with hairspray, and my hair started to go a little bit curly because it's hot, and this is the result. So this is really casual. This is bronze, androgynous, casual, normal daytime. All you have to do is stay tuned because I'm going to be putting a lot of information about my new shop soon, and everything will be coming shortly. Alright guys, Finally, the last thing I want to say today is if you can find me on Instagram, which is @JosephHarwood, and give me a follow, that would be great too. So I will see you all soon and stay tuned.